Today, Blizzard introduced some much needed and much anticipated changes to the Battle Pass system. I'm not going to go over it in great detail. There are plenty of other creators who are talking about the changes and their thoughts on it. I want to talk today more about some of the key things that they didn't address, which the player base was not happy about. Now, I'm not talking about things like changes to the dust economy. I think that was outside of the scope of what we should or could expect from this. I do think that Blizzard is going to change the economy eventually. They've done a lot this year to make the game better with like the free decks, duplicate protection, the Demon Hunter class. I'm actually quite optimistic with Blizzard. Yes, they do some sketchy things and some things that are not great, but they also do a lot of good things, and I think people overlook that. And the point of the game is not to give you everything for free. The point of the game is to make money, and hopefully you can enjoy the game and you're happy to spend money on it. But there were a lot of changes that needed to be made, but I want to talk more about some of the things related to the Battle Pass that they did not address today in their announcement. Now, I don't think Blizzard is stupid. I think they do stupid things. I genuinely believe that most of the people on the development team are passionate about the game, have a lot of great ideas about the game, and I think they are hamstrung by marketing teams and higher up corporate execs. I think that they want to do a lot of the things that we talk about, but Activision Blizzard does not want to allow that, because if people are still going to play the game and they're still going to pay money, why change things? But I do think that the player base and the earnest developers have some influence and sway. And I think that some of these things will be addressed in the future. It would be nice, though, if they could have talked about the following things today in the announcement. So the biggest thing they didn't address today is XP per hour. It just didn't feel like you got a whole lot out of each individual game that you played. And the numbers are still kind of all over the place. We don't really have a clear amount of how the XP works. It's just by time. So what, do I get like 1 per minute or something like that? Do I get 5 per minute? We don't have a clear number of how much XP you get per minute or per hour. They've said 400, but other people have calculated it differently, and it feels a lot less to a lot of people. And I don't think it includes downtime in between games. So they didn't talk about XP per hour, which leads into our second point. Before, you would get tangible rewards for completing quests and winning games. So the more games you played, the more chances you had to win, the more quests you completed, the more gold you got. So you'd be able to at least get something, and you could feel like you're getting something right away instead of having to wait around for it. Quests are still going to feel pointless to complete, because if you complete 900 XP quests and you need 3,000 to level up, you're not always going to level up. So you still feel like you're not progressing very much. The biggest way to fix this is to do what MTGA does. MTGA gives you currency in addition to XP for the quests. And they give you XP and gold for every win that you get. And you can get up to like a maximum of 12 wins a day. Why won't Hearthstone do this? I don't know. Why they can't just give us something, some kind of instant gratification, because that's what these games are all about. Instant gratification. It's nice to turn on the game and complete a quest and win 3 games and have some gold. And then if you feel like grinding a bit more, you can go and win some more games and maybe get yourself a pack. Why they won't do this is beyond me, especially when a game like MTGA, they do this. They also didn't address AFKing in Battlegrounds for XP or things like Odd Warrior botting. Really, really sad that they didn't address that today. It seems like they just made the smallest amount of tweaks that they could to make it seem like they really did something, which they did. I'm not going to say that the changes are terrible. Like we're on the right track here. How hamstrung do these developers have to be in order to have this be the 3-week, the long-awaited after 3-week change? Having to go AFK in Battlegrounds, like when I'm playing Warcraft, I'll turn my Hearthstone, both my Hearthstone accounts on, and I will grind Battlegrounds by AFKing. And it feels terrible. I feel bad for the people playing Battlegrounds. Why is this a thing in the first place? It doesn't make sense to me. How long? Like they said they're going to be changing things in the future. How long will it take? I don't know. Hopefully not that long. The Win 7 ranked games quest, they changed that to 5. It really should be win 7 games in any mode. Like, this doesn't make any sense to me, okay? They add Battlegrounds to the game. They add duels to the game. They add these new modes that they really want us to play. And the whole motto of World of Warcraft, this past expansion, has been to be play the game your way. If you like doing PvP, you can just do PvP. If you like playing Mythic Dungeons, you can do Mythic Dungeons. If you want to raid, you can raid. If you just like logging in and doing quests or farming gold or doing the missions table, like you can do all those things. And that's something that they have been really adamant about. So why in Hearthstone, which is based on World of Warcraft, when you're adding all these new modes to the game that you're trying to encourage in some way, why would you make that quest not apply to BGs, duels, or arena? Why can't you just win 7 games in any mode? Back when we had 10 gold per 3 wins, if you top 4 to Battleground, that would count as a win, and you would get progress towards that. That was already there. They also didn't remove certain quests that force you to do specific things that you don't want to do. So they did reduce the ones like, they got rid of the ones with like having to win a certain amount of games in arena or having to do so many Dark Moonfair legendary cards. But they didn't mention anything about the weekly quest that forces you to do, I think, 200 damage in Battlegrounds. I don't play Battlegrounds, so why do I get that quest still? Same with Murloc quest, Dragon quest. I mean, it's great that those can be completed in Battlegrounds now, but why are those here to begin with? When I get that quest, I make a deck with only those minions, and I just play one every turn, try to live as long as I can, and complete the quest, as many few games, go into casual, and that's that. Then I delete that deck and I never touch it again. Why is that still a thing? So I don't like being forced to do specific things that I don't want to do. I want to play the game the way I want to play it. They didn't talk about the mini set, which is kind of absurd to me at this point, because there's all these concerns about the game being more expensive and the rewards not being as good as they were before. The mini set is a big concern for you. We don't know how many cards are going to be in it. I think we do, but we don't know the rarities. We don't know exactly how it's going to work. Everyone's worried about making the game more expensive. I understand that they can only do so much at once. It would just be nice for them to at least mention it specifically. Like, we know you have concerns about the mini set, and we will be addressing those in an upcoming post. We know you guys have concerns about XP per hour, and we're still trying to figure out how to do it. They just make these blanket, vague kind of statements, which we should be used to from a corporation. If you're stuck in the standard cycle, standard loop, constantly needing new cards to build new decks, and you're concerned about the mini set, they certainly didn't do anything to ease your concerns today with this post. They also didn't address the concerns about lack of communication. Like, look, I get that they didn't want to rush anything out, and they wanted to make sure that they did something that, you know, will make people happy. But I mean, 3 weeks with nothing, and it seemed like they were ignoring us. The terrible timing of the Thanks bundle, the terrible implementation of the duels tournament where everybody freaked out, the cancellation of that Old Gods AMA on Twitter. Like, how difficult is it to make a tweet or a post that just says, hey guys, we are aware of what's going on and that you guys are upset, and rest assured our team is working very hard to come up with a solution that meets your concerns. How hard is that to do? How hard is it to just admit that, hey, we didn't really want to say anything because, you know, reasons. So, a little bit concerning. And this is not exactly related, but they didn't talk about the balance changes. I think that those will be coming very soon. They need to try to fan the fire a little bit to get people interested in the game again. Are the changes that they made good enough? For now, yes. Do they need to change more things in the future? Absolutely. Will they? I think they will. And I think it'll be quite slow and gradual. So if you're looking to really enjoy your Hearthstone experience, I would recommend switching over to the Wild format. So if you like the Wild format, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, because I am making videos exclusively for Wild. And I'm also planning to start a Discord where we're going to be hosting grassroots community Wild tournaments. And I will have information about that up very soon. And I'm also making a video on how you can start a brand new account and get a top tier Wild deck 100% free to play right from the beginning, so that you can start your collection off properly. You can escape the trap that is standard, and you can get playing the best mode while also setting up your collection for long-term success in what I still believe is the best online CCG, Hearthstone. Thank you for watching. My name is Sir Lex for Bricked Gaming. Get out there and dust all your cards, 'cause fuck Hearthstone. Ha ha ha. Kidding.